Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order series. As the Holy Roman Empire, in our last episode, we won our holy war against the Seljuks for the last duchy that we needed to complete the de jure Kingdom of Jerusalem. So that went pretty well. We never actually fought the entire Seljuk army. I think they were busy with the Mongol invasion of Perm, as they still are. Perm, I believe, is up here, so I guess that's pretty far away. Explains why their army never made it down to fight us. We did fight a couple of decently sized battles. Anyway, we are probably going to look towards a smaller war in Europe next to further consolidate the borders of our empire. And I mentioned Salzburg here, which we might do since it's independent. I think what happened down here, we didn't have Salzburg, but we had something happen to the Kingdom of Bayern, I think, no longer exists. So somehow it got destroyed and Salzburg is independent. So we could do that, it's only a single county, or we can maybe look over here, this is held by Venice, or we could take another duchy from Flanders maybe. I don't know. We could probably do both simultaneously even. In fact, this guy might even accept vassalization. Okay, great. Let's do that. And that duchy is de jure only one county, so it's gonna have to leave him as he is. So we could go for a de jure claim on the Duchy of Carinthia, for example, here, or Styria. Or we could... I kind of like the idea of declaring a war, two separate wars on Venice. I assume this is under Venice, and Flanders for these two duchies. Which would be pretty good for making our borders look nice over here. Assuming we don't still have a truce with any of those people, which I don't think we do. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Should be well within our grasp. So we want de jure claim on Luxembourg. And on Venice, we want the de jure claim on Bar. Alright, so Venice has 15,000, is relatively strong, and probably are pretty rich, though I didn't actually take note. Flanders actually has 30,000 as well, so they're pretty strong themselves. Possibly declaring both of these simultaneously was not the best idea. And unfortunately my retinue is down here near this fairly large Venetian army, which I don't like, but they're probably going to be okay. Raise all of our levies. Have them meet up over here for the moment. And our retinue up in that direction as well. I think I'll just disband this 1,000 over here. And we also have no armies over there, that's fine. How about in Jerusalem? I'm not going to bother transporting you guys all the way over, so you can just stay at home. Some of our province improvements are completing, and we did gain more prisoners at the end of that war, so we can actually not ransom any of them. Okay. Well, that's fine too. Just release them all, I suppose. Actually, I don't want to release this guy, maybe. Ah, that's fine, it's only 25 gold. We could have held on to him until we were able to get a ransom, but I don't think that's going to bankrupt us or anything. Okay, so we'll get our armies on their way over. And I don't know what that message was I just dismissed. I'll just assume it wasn't anything important. Okay, 16,000 troops from Flanders over there. And our retinue made it out fine. Is this the retinue? I think so. No, this is Army of the Grand Mayor. No, it is the retinue. It's just skirmish. Okay. Since we do have a lot of money available, we could probably afford to build some more retinue, since we're only at about half of our cap. Guess we'll just continue to build skirmish retinue. I think that'll be pretty good for the moment. May as well send them over to rendezvous with the rest of the army. And the 16,000 is heading into Arlon here. Okay, so this is plains, and they are going to cross a river. Okay, I think we'll be alright to stay here and take this battle, since we'll be able to reinforce pretty easily. Oh, actually, that army was already in the county. Okay. Well, that's fine too. We can just stay there. See where the army from Flanders is heading to. Oh, the Golden Horde. My liege, another horde has been sent by the terrible Khagan of the Mongols. This one, the Golden Horde, has allegedly been ordered to conquer Europe all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. God preserve us. But we already, of course, had the Ilkhanate, who are giving the Seljuks a hard time. And now we have the Golden Horde also. Who knows where they are. I assume they're not at war with the Ilkhanate. Have they declared on the Seljuks also? Yeah. They're also invading Perm. So the Ilkhanate and the Golden Horde are competing for the same kingdom. It's fine, they have 82,000. So I guess the Seljuks are definitely going to have a hard time holding on to Perm between both of those hordes. We'll try to keep an eye on what's going on over there, since it sounds like interesting times. Why don't you head around this way so you don't make me take any attrition? And I guess we'll focus on the Flanders War first, since I think they are the stronger military power. Oh, it looks like he is willing to come in and attack me here. His plains, we'll see, is he maybe crossing a river into here? He is not, okay. I think we'll take the battle anyway, we can just send half of this army to reinforce. Let's make sure we have good commanders in charge. And we'll put an organizer in charge of the reinforcements, if we have one, which apparently do not. Okay. That's fine. They should be there soon enough anyway, I think. And it seems like the battle was going just fine even without the reinforcements, but now that they're there, should be over. And let's pursue captured a countess, which is good. We'll follow one more and then we'll head in here to siege. And I think we can probably afford to spread out a bit more now, since there aren't going to be any more particularly large armies on their way. We can invest in culture or economy tech. I guess we'll do construction. Be just fine. County converted down in Jerusalem. And Damiana came of age. She became Midas touched, which is good. Pretty good character. Not very good at intrigue, but there you go. You can't have everything, I suppose. We'll definitely try to get her married to probably a strong character, if at all possible. Matrilineally, of course. A genius might be okay as well. Prefer somebody a bit younger than 44, if at all possible. 29 would do okay. $37. $35. So no better than 29. We could find a 14 or 15-year-old who is also strong. I would be fine with that as well. Ooh, a strong 18-year-old, but unfortunately has a hair lip, so takes him out of consideration. Ooh, a strong 17-year-old, you'll do. 0 stewardship, and he's ill, but he'll probably recover. We will probably gain the prestige here. We don't need the gold particularly, and prestige will help with the vassal opinion at this point. We will take the courtiers prisoner, and we may as well start sieging the last remaining county here. We're already up to 78% against Flanders, and it seems like Venice is sending an army up now. They apparently got out of whatever war they were in. Or not, maybe. Still attacking Ferrara. Maybe they just decided to switch their focus for the moment. And there is still 5,000 from Flanders up there, so we should keep an eye on those, but I think we're going to be fine. So our daughter, Princess Raffaella, needs an education. We could educate her ourselves since we no longer have our eldest. And I don't think we desperately need the opinion bonus with any of our vassals. Well, maybe we do, actually. A relatively large Crown Authority faction. Fortunately, we can also afford to hand out some gifts. If that helps things out a bit. And it does. I think after we are done with these wars as well, we'll make use of our carousing focus, which we have not done yet, and actually have a party with our vassals. Try and help out with opinion a little bit. Alright, here comes Venice. We'll just let them attack whichever of these armies they feel like attacking and reinforce the battle. You're headed in here, I think. From Metz. You are crossing a river, which is fine. We'll get some troops in once the battle starts. I think that should be plenty, assuming they can hold out. Which it seems they can. There are rumors among my troops that supernatural forces are working against us in this war. Whether these rumors are true or not, my men are increasingly demoralized, so we have some military setbacks. Not really a big deal, though. And our experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things that we'll do differently in future battles. What will we focus on? We'll focus on flat terrain. You also are a respected commander. Recently, I've taken my ward with me when I travelled around the country visiting different villages, castles, and cities. I constantly explain to my ward how people trade, what sort of crops we grow in the land, and so on. So, Euphrosyna here is going to gain some stewardship. Which is nice. Oh, and the 11,000 from Flanders is coming in as well. I guess they're just trying to join this battle. I think that will be fine though. We don't need to reinforce it any further. Why won't you die? The enemy warrior screams as he lunges at you. Captain of the Swiss company here. Moments later, he falls down dead, slain by your own hand. You gain 2 prestige. That sounds like it should be worth at least 100 prestige, but what do I know? We captured the Count of Verdun and this Syndicus, I'm guessing is a mayor, and that's gotten us to like 98% against Venice, and this battle I was hoping would get us to 100, but it didn't. Your mission has been a success, and you've converted a county to the Catholic faith. Let's move you somewhere else. Up here will do just fine. Maybe we should wait until we have most of the land converted to Catholic down here before we cut Jerusalem loose to fend for itself. Since I don't think I want to wait the entire amount of time it's going to take for us to, or for the new administration modifiers to wear off. Alright, this action is a problem again. I think most of these people are already bribed. See if we have any additional honorary titles to give out. Though it seems that we don't. We are going to end these wars pretty soon, so we just have to hope that once we do that and have the... let's see. My prisoner attempted to use her female charms on the jailer to escape. Fortunately, he did not fall for her wiles. We'll reward him for his ingenuity, I guess. Or we could throw her in the oubliette, but I think we're just going to ransom her. And anyone else we can ransom. Actually, they might be worth a war score. Let's check. We do want to get these wars over with as soon as possible so we can have our party and hopefully get rid of this faction. I think I was about to say previously before I got distracted by something else. We actually have righteous imprisonment on our Duke of Austria. That's interesting. We could imprison him and release him, which would give an opinion bonus with all our vassals as well. Let's actually do that. We'll send our marshal over there to press revolts. Franz the Drunkard of Utrecht. And still only 44%. Is this because he's leading an army? Let's see. Where is that? Here? Here. We dismiss him from this, he should go home. He isn't any of these people. Maybe we just disband this army and that might send him home. No one's in charge of this. Okay, he's at home. We can imprison him for at a 62% chance, even better. Okay. And he's safely locked away. We'll just release him. Increases everyone's opinion by 15. Which hopefully should get rid of our faction problems. Okay, Suomi is doing all kinds of things over there as well, which is fine. But I think a single siege in each of these wars will get us the victory. Shouldn't take too much longer. And all kinds of people are getting released. My daughter is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship, which is good. And Jerusalem has gone to High Crown Authority. Okay, interesting. We will put everyone in the dungeons, and we're at 100%. So these characters in the Duchy of Luxembourg are now my direct vassals, I think. Where they should be under the Duke of Luxembourg, okay. Well, we can deal with that later, that's fine. Let's wait for a siege to complete here so we can end this one as well. We are losing war score because we haven't occupied any of the holdings in our target duchy, but that will be immediately wiped out as soon as we occupy one. Another county in Jerusalem converted is good. And any second now. Surely. And there we go. Go in the dungeons, of course. We'll enforce our demands. And we can disband our armies. So again, these guys are direct vassals of me, and they're supposed to be under the Duke. The duchy just isn't created. Okay. Well, we'll take care of the vassal situation there. We have actually gone over our vassal limit in the next episode, but for now we're out of time, so we'll have to end it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.